car teams this year and how well they've done. Burton, Martin, and Musgrave, we talked about the 3 Roush teams. They are 1st, 3rd, and 14th, respectively, on super speedways this year. If you want to take it even further, Dale Jarrett and Ernie Irvin, they are 8th and 11th, respectively, on the big tracks. And others, Dale Earnhardt, if you're an Earnhardt fan, he's 8th today, but he is 7th this year in super speedway points, with his teammate Mike Skinner in 17th. Well, that man has 80,000 reasons to smile. If he wins, he'll take over the point lead, and he would take home the Winston Leader bonus, today worth $80,000. Jeff Gordon is across the stripe with 1 9/10 seconds of an edge on Jeff Burton. He gets the 10 to go signal from the flagman as Jimmy Howell leaned out over the racetrack. That's the battle for 3rd now, with Jarrett and Martin going for that one, nose to tail. You've got Jeremy Mayfield and Ted Musgrave behind them, battling for 5th and 6th. Darrell Waltrip is 7th. Dale Earnhardt is 8th. Jeff Bodine 9th. And 10th will be Terry Labonte. I'll tell you something, if Jeff Bodine can get a top 10, as good as he always runs here, but in light of what he's gone through this week with engine problems and so on, if old Jeffrey can grab a top 10, he'll be dancing a jig when this one's over.
Well, this week, this entire year, and last night, the crew had an opportunity to do a little celebrating themselves. They got one of those Peter Dial Pro motors in the car. That's what they've really needed. Depends on your count. They've lost somewhere around 15 engines this year. We want to try something different.
9 laps to go.
You know what?
What?
There's been a large lady sighting. She just walked into the Pocono International Raceway.
Just waddled into the infield.
She did, yes. Horns on her head, and here she comes.
Not quite, guys. Let me tell you what.
Business, you can't give anything to anybody anymore.
Eli, you've been in racing long enough. I've seen people lose it with 50 feet to go, much less
Bobby Allison one time at Martinsville on the last lap. Lost a race. We've seen that happen before.
No, I didn't say she was on the stage. I said she was on the grounds.
On the premises.
She's on the premises. And she's warming up.
Well, there's a warm-up right there. You can see that Mark Martin is trying everything he can to get by Dale Jarrett. And then through the corner, he closes in just a little bit. Jarrett seems to have an awfully good straightaway car, though.
Meanwhile, up in front of those guys, we'll continue watching this battle, but we'll tell you that Jeff Gordon has 2 3/10 seconds now. On 2nd place, Jeff Burton. Then Jarrett and Martin, you've been watching. Jeremy Mayfield and Ted Musgrave. Darrell Waltrip still 7th. Dale Earnhardt 8th. Jeff Bodine 9th. Terry Labonte is 10th. Terry's actually come up nicely. There you see the race leader, but his teammate, Terry Labonte, Matt, has come from a significant distance back to get into the top 10 now.
Eli, that's all they wanted this weekend was a top 10. Terry is not a real favorite of this racetrack. It's not one of my best tracks. I like coming here, the area and everything, but the track is just not one of my great tracks. He just wanted to get a top 10. And if he gets a top 10 today where he is currently running, it will mark his 300th career top 10. And guess what? Next weekend, I'll let you know a little secret. That car will change colors to a purple color, signifying a Tony the Tiger paint scheme at Michigan. Kellogg's, if you remind you, is based in Battle Creek, Michigan. They're going to change. And remember, every time they change colors, Eli, they win. North Wilkesboro last year, Charlotte last year, they changed colors. They got wins. He has not got a win yet this year.
Good point there as we watch Terry Labonte. You know, he has failed to finish only 5 laps all season. Talk about consistency. They have run 4,043 laps coming into this race today, and he's finished 4,038 of those.
Yeah, and the worst he's been in the points so far in 1997 is 3rd. This is the kind of stuff that champions are made out of. You keep hovering around those top 5, and Labonte is doing that race after race after race. Top 5, top 10. You're going to win a few races, maybe a whole lot of races, and you're going to win some championships. This is the defending series champion.
I would like one stat sometime. I'm going to look it up. A wreck that he actually caused. I think you would go back maybe 6, 7 years.
I can't remember one.
No. 5 to go. The signal now for the race leader, Jeff Gordon. There you see the spread between 3rd place Dale Jarrett and 4th place Mark Martin. Meanwhile, Morgan Shepherd, who's running in 12th, watch him going into turn number 1 here a moment ago.
Takes her down into overdrive.
He and Derek Cope.
Okay, you can see he run right up on the back of Cope. He missed his line a little bit. He gets up in the high part of the racetrack. There's a lot of debris up there. He comes very close to wiping that number 1 out just then.
Did a good job. Hung on to her. Car still hold. Could have been really old ugly, couldn't it?
Gear shifter just kind of dancing around there.
Yeah, but that's pretty normal. You usually see them bouncing around like that. There's a lot of vibration in the drivetrain, engines, transmissions, rear ends, and that's pretty normal to see it bounce around that much.
Too bad for Jeff Green. He's just taken the Cartoon Network car to the garage area after leading near the halfway point and having led prior to that as well. A grand total of 15 laps he led today. Jeff Green has just gone to the garage area with 4 laps to go when the leader comes by the stripe.
Look at Morgan.
He's telling Bradbury, please get out of the way, man. I need to go.
Bradbury running in 33rd, 5 laps down.
I wonder if that's better than a horn. Probably is, as long as the guy in front of you is looking in the rear view mirror.
Let me tell you, I've had to do that before, and a lot of people said I could reach out the right window when I wanted to get somebody's attention.
I remember when the cars were downsized the first time, and seeing you in those cars, your elbows were sticking out of both sides, basically. You're a tall man, and when those cars were downsized, it was a change for a lot of folks.
I'm telling you, these cars right now, you can reach over and touch that right window. That's how narrow these cars are.
There's the leader. Quick look at the top 10 for you.
Wait a minute, I heard something in the other room back there going.
That's the fat lady clearing her throat. There's second place, Jeff Burton. There's third and fourth, Jarrett and Mark Martin. Old Jeremy Mayfield still driving around in 5th spot and having himself a fine afternoon.
And you know, you talk about the luck of the draw. Here's Burton, Jeff Burton, running in 2nd spot, having a problem understeering all day long. If only the sun had stayed out, that would have played in his hands.
There's Mayfield running in the 5th spot. Ted Musgrave right behind him in 6th, right there.
You know, that was a real smart call on Musgrave's part. He really hadn't lost that much, and he's right there drafting along in 6th place. He really did a nice job on that call.
There's 7th place, Darrell Waltrip.
Yeah, for the people that didn't get to see the first half of the race, Darrell Waltrip led this race, seemed to be the man for a long, long time. Great run for the 17 of Darrell Waltrip today.
He led 9 laps today, but was always around the top 3 or 5. You've got Dale Earnhardt running in the 8th position with Jeff Bodine and Terry Labonte rounding out your top 10. There's Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, this will be 39 races without a win. Remember, his own personal record's 40. Going to Michigan next week.
And there you see those winding down in the top 10. Jeff Bodine, and right behind him,
wow,
is Labonte.
You talk about a car moving along. The 7 there of Jeff. He just went by Earnhardt like he was stopped.
Grabs 8th spot right there away from Dale Earnhardt, so they'll swap around. Meanwhile, for the race leader, Jeff Gordon. There he is, 1 lap away from what would be win number 6 of the season. White flag is in the air.
We talked to Everingham today before the race, and he said that people are booing right now. That just made them more dedicated to put everything they had in there to win.
And they are booing, winning too much, so the fans don't like it.
Through turn number 1, very carefully. This would be Jeff Gordon's 2nd Pocono win, the 2nd straight win for him in June.
Do you hear that lady anywhere? I think it's over, folks. It looks to me like the race right now is for 3rd and 4th. You're looking at it. Jeff Gordon's coming down.
Been a solid performance, but again, he was fast in final practice yesterday. So not to be a surprise. He might have lagged back at times, gotten caught in traffic, but the DuPont Chevy does it again. Win number 6 of the year. Jeff Gordon wins. Jeff Burton is 2nd, Dale Jarrett 3rd. Mark Martin comes home in the 4th spot, And Jeremy Mayfield backing up his 4th place finish at Dover with a 5th place finish here today. So we are heading to the pits right now. Steve Burns standing by with Ray Evernham, who has won the Miller Pit Crew Award. Miller Lite inviting you to sit back and enjoy Miller time. Steve?
Hey, Ray, congratulations. That winning combination hit it again. And your Miller Pit Crew Award here from Miller and CNN.
Well, thanks. We sure appreciate Miller's support. It's great for the guys. The pit crew worked real hard today. You know, we got to thank God first because he controls the weather, and the weather sure helped us today. But we got a great race team. You know, we almost went a lap down here, just like we did at Daytona, and they fought back, made a lot of strategy, made some changes, didn't have a great race car, but stayed after it all day. So I want to say hi to Rick and Linda, and you know, it seems like we work for it every week, but they work for it hard today, and Jeff Gordon, who says he's just a great driver.
Okay, Ray, congratulations.
Thank you.
So Jeff Gordon has now picked up 16 wins in the last 44 NASCAR Winston Cup events. That is a 36% of efficiency in the last 44 races. And the 25th career win, 18th on the super speedway. He is an awfully talented driver with a great racing team. Well, we told you she was on the premises. It's about time for the lady to tell us it's all over. We're at Pocono. Jeff's in Victory Lane. Here she is.
There he goes.
Well, that's a familiar sight. Jeff Gordon in Victory Lane. Glenn Jarrett, we've seen this script before.
Well, we certainly have, Eli, and I've got to work my way around to Jeff. Jeff, congratulations again here at Pocono. You seem to have made this your own private stomping grounds. You seem to like this place, buddy.
Man, this is awesome. I tell you what, this Chevrolet Monte Carlo was awesome today. Well, I say hi to Rick Hendrick. Every time I get out, I try to think everybody got to think, and I keep forgetting him. But, buddy, we miss you, and we're with you, and glad you're watching at home. But this thing was killer today. But that pit crew, I tell you what, got to thank DuPont Automotive Finishes and everybody in that pit crew, man. They were so awesome today, and that's what did it, you know, getting me out front. I think if the 99 could have got on my rear bumper, would have been a different story.
Well, a little bit of a scare there early on when you cut that tire down. I bet you thought, oh, no.
Man, I thought, you know, the day was over. Luckily, we were at Pocono because, you know, at least we got a lot of racetrack to deal with, and we got that thing down to pits. They had a good stop and got us back out there. Again, the pit crew won this race today. I want to thank the Lord, certainly always blessing me and this team. And tell you what, I'm excited. Goodyear had a great tire today, but nothing beats the way this Chevrolet ran today.
That's exactly right, at least not here at Pocono today. Let's go to Matt.
Well, Jeff Burton's cheerleader, Buddy Parrott, was cheering him on, saying, you've got the car, you can get him. Jeff, you came up just a little bit short.
Yeah, we did. We had a good run all day, though. We had one little thing that was nagging us all day. We had a piece of rubber fell down in the hole where you want to adjust the track bar. And as soon as it got real cloudy, we needed to adjust that track bar. We needed to raise it up to make the car turn better. We couldn't get to it. And that's the only thing that when we were here in practice, that's the only thing that affected this car and really made a difference was that track bar. And we just couldn't adjust it. I'm not making excuses because we could have adjusted it and it might have hurt us, but we sure didn't get the opportunity to do what we wanted to do.
Well, still a good run and his best career finish here at Pocono.
It was a great run for him, coming home in second with Dale Jarrett third. Then Mark Martin and Jeremy Mayfield down the stretch. Terry Labonte got by Dale Earnhardt. So Labonte will finish ninth, and Dale Earnhardt comes home 10th. We'll be right back. TNN Motorsports live coverage of the Pocono 500 has been brought to you by Texaco. Play Race to Millions at Texaco, and you could win $1 million. By the Miller Brewing Company, proud sponsor of the Miller Racing Team. We race for beer. By the legendary Firebird Trans Am from Pontiac. And by the United States Armed Forces, making it happen. Call 1-800-893-LEAD. Well, Jeff Gordon's in Victory Lane did not lead the most laps today. He led 59 to Ward Burton's 60, so Ward will get those 5 bonus points. And how about Jeremy Mayfield? Another top 5 finish for him. Let's go to the garage and get his thoughts.
Yeah, how about it, Eli? Had a great day, came home 5th. Jeremy, you guys were contenders, it seemed, all day long.
Yeah, you know, you guys did a super good job again today, and kept that Kmart RC Cole Ford up front, and
just can't say enough for them. You know, the team's working great. We're coming together. You know, we showed this last probably 2 months. We just haven't pulled it all together in the last couple of weeks. Show what this team's made of.
All right, great run. Let's go back upstairs.
All right, Steve, thanks a lot. Congratulations to Jeremy Mayfield. Let's take a look at the results for you today and show you exactly how your favorites finished when all is said and done. Top 10, we've talked about them a significant amount of time today. Ted Musgrave's pit strategy paid off there, guys.
Sure did. Yeah, took no tires at the tail end. Everybody else took 2 or 4, and Musgrave took none. Wound up 6th as a result.
And a big call for Darrell Waltrip there, bringing it home in 7th place. Great run all day long.
As far as 11th spot, Derek Cope gets that position for himself today. It was not enough for his top 10, first of the year, but he came awfully close. And you see where some of the others finally settled in. Morgan Shepherd coming home in 12th today, as you see all of the teams coming across the checkered flag in the background. Rick Mast coming home in 20th. 21st today, Ricky Rudd right there. Not the day he had been hoping for. Dick Trickle didn't talk much about the Heilig Myers team. He came home in 26th, and there's Ernie Irvin down in 29th position. 31st today, Bobby Labonte, who had a spin midway through the race. And there you see the others. Ward Burton, who led the most laps, as we told you, comes home in 38th position today. There's Andretti in 40th, and Skinner and Sachs will round out the 41st and 42nd positions. Coming up as soon as we move aside, TNN Outdoors. 4 hours coming your way of all the outdoor doings. Fishing with Roland Martin will be along in just a moment. Of course, it's been a busy week in motorsports, and if you want to know what's going on tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, the p.m. edition of Race Day. And Rick Benjamin has that one for you this evening at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Also tonight on TNN Motorsports, it's NASCAR Garage, a half-hour look behind the scenes at the people, the machines, all the NASCAR doings. That's tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Don't forget, Friday night, Patty Moise, myself, and Mr. Jarrett will be with you from the South Boston Speedway. The NASCAR Busch Series in action, the Winston Motorsports 300, Friday evening at 8 o'clock. And don't forget, next month, we'll meet up with these same NASCAR Winston Cup drivers in Loudon, New Hampshire, the Jiffy Lube 300 weekend. It starts for you July 13th right here on TNN Motorsports. So Jeff Gordon is back in victory lane. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. For Dick Bergman, Buddy Baker, Glenn Jarrett, Matt Yoakum, and Steve Burns, I'm Eli Gold. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next Friday night from South Boston, Virginia. So long, everyone.